Hello and welcome back to the Figma Weave Basic series. I'm Ken from Delegate Studio, and in this video we're taking one of the generated images that we made in the last workflow and we're bringing it to life. So I'm feeding the image into a video generation node, but we're keeping the setup very simple. We're not here making a film, we're just seeing what happens when a still image starts to move. So I've already ran some video generation nodes and we're going to be watching the results together, and we're basically seeing how motion changes how you read an image instantly. It adds energy, atmosphere, and a narrative. So if you want to try it yourself, grab the workflow from the description again and experiment with your own images. Going to the canvas, we can basically see where we left off on the last lesson. So we generated images, and I basically took the first one and I wanted to create videos based upon that image. As you can see, what we've created here is the same thing that we also created in the previous lessons. We are starting with an input, so in this case it's a prompt and our reference images that we created, and we're trying to create an output, which in this case is going to be our video note on the right hand side. If we zoom in a little bit, we can see that it's asking for a prompt and it's asking for a first frame. You can see the asterisk beside it, making it required. So we've basically given the image node now, or the video node, sorry, what it needs. And after it being generated, it takes some time to run the model. I already did it before we started this lesson. You basically can see everything that's happening. The model is posing as we've asked it to do through our prompt, and it's taking our reference image really strongly. So it's really great to see that everything that we wanted to do is happening at the moment. The good thing about Weavy or Figma Weave is that there's a large amount of models that we can use to create the output that we're looking for. So this is just one video node that we have, which is Google VO 3.1, but there's also Seedance, and it's giving us a different result, but it's good for yourself to try and experiment with all the different tools and image generation nodes and video generation nodes that Figma Weave has to offer to basically find out which one plays into your own taste. A good thing, what we can also do is we can try to recreate the first workflow that we had, but now we're doing it with video generation nodes. So let's say I have the reference video that we just made here on the left hand side, and I take that as an input for Kling01, which allows us to edit videos on the go. So let's say you're a little bit further in your workflow and you're already generating videos and you don't want to go back generating images. What we can just say is have the model pose and showcase our new outfit, but replace the beige outfit with in the video with the red outfit from reference image 1, which is the outfit we also used in the previous workflows. So after giving the video and the prompt, which is required, as you can see on the left hand side, and we start to play it, you can see that it really just changed the outfit. It didn't do anything else. It basically provided us the output that we wanted. And yeah, it's just great to see that stuff like this is possible nowadays with AI. So last but not least, there's also a different way of doing something if you want to be a little bit more creative and maybe have like some cool dolly movements and that sort of stuff, is that if we take the reference image, which we use to basically start this workflow, is we ask Gwen to recreate this image, but this image has a really unique feature in which we can rotate the angle of the picture and provide us with multiple angles of the scene that this model is currently. And what we do is we click on the model, and on the right hand side we can basically change the amount of degrees the image is being rotated with. So in this instance on the right hand side I used 70 degrees to go to the left, and then in the bottom image I basically moved the image 70 degrees to the right. And what Kling allows you to do is there's a video node which is called Kling first and last frame. So we're basically creating an animation which moves from the first frame that we enter to the last frame that we enter as an input. So the input again is the left angle as the first frame, and then the right angle as the last frame. And we just ask the AI to create a dolly movement to the right and have the model pose gently to showcase her outfit. And this is what we're getting as a result. So we have full control over the output that we want. We're just not letting the video generation model just create an animation for us. We're actually in control at this moment. So it's almost like being a creative director and setting up the scene. The cool thing is that we don't have to just do fashion examples here. I just wanted to quickly add something of like an interior. So I grabbed an image from Pinterest. I'm asking Quen multi-edit to basically recreate this image to give me a little bit of a lower angle. And then we're putting everything into Kling first and last frame together with a prompt in which we say create a dolly bottom to top movement. And then once we start running that, we can see that we're getting exactly that, a dolly movement going from bottom to top to showcase the living room in this instance. And yeah, this was just a quick explanation or tutorial to explain everything you can do with videos. And hopefully you can now start to see how everything starts to fit together to then be able to create your own workflow. And we'll see you in the next video.